These animators knew exactly what they were doing. Whether you're watching VeggieTales or Disney, heck, even Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, you can't deny that sometimes things look a little bit too well drawn. One has to question whether the animators know exactly what they're doing here. Take for instance The Incredibles 1 and 2. Now we all know that Elastigirl was always known to check out her body, even when she's in the middle of a tough mission, okay? But there's something in The Incredibles 2 that I wanted you guys to check out that a lot of people seem to have missed. Take a look at the way the animators animated her going up the steps.
No theme songs. We're out, turn this bus right around.
I believe that this is intentional. The way she's shaking her butt there from side to side makes me realize that the animators definitely did this on purpose, man. They knew what they were doing in this scene, alright? Elastigirl has a very peculiar shape. I mean, she is Elastigirl after all, but there's some other scenes in the movie where the camera angle is very suspicious.
Things get sillier and sillier, and then you die.
Now, say what you want about The Incredibles 2 being mid, but you can't deny the fact that the animation looks stunning. But as I was watching the movie, I could not help the amount of scenes where Elastigirl was on her knees or bent over or just in a particular position, and I just wondered, was this intentional? You know what I mean? Like when you're watching a movie, you're there for the story. Usually, I hope that you're there for the story, but in The Incredibles 2, we all know that Elastigirl is, to be blunt, she's a woman who works out, okay? She has a nice figure, she's Elastigirl, she's very expendable, and the animators and cameraman made that very apparent.
I love weird tricks.
Sassy housewives want to meet you.
They do?
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Really?
So I don't know how many people caught that, but in Ralph Breaks the Internet, sassy wives apparently want to meet Ralph, okay? That's an adult joke, and also the animator slipped in some things. Who is that? Is that Aunt Cass from Big Hero 6? This is going to help us transition on to the Baymax series, the show. There are a lot of angles in this show where the aunt is just in some very eye-catching positions. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I'm starting to believe that it is. She's always on the ground, on the knees, bent over, hurts her foot, her ankle really. And then it dawned on me, this is intentional.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Look, we're not stupid, Disney. We're not stupid, Pixar, okay? We're not stupid. We know what's going on here, okay? If you don't know what's going on here, you must be 5 years old or something, because anyone with a brain can clearly see one too many coincidences. Now let's move on to a cartoon real quick. The Loud House.
Exercise can be fun. I read you loud and clear, Mom.
Really quick, I want to give some context. That boy you see on screen is called Lincoln Loud, and that person is his mom. He's checking out his mother. My goodness, what's wrong with him? Now, for us to check out his mother, it would be fine. I mean, look at the way they drew her. Now it's obvious to me that the animators definitely knew what they were doing in that scene. There's no doubt about it. Take a look at it again. Why is he looking at her butt? What exactly is Lincoln Loud looking at? Who is he looking at? Is he paying attention to the program that's on the TV? I don't think so. He said he reads something loud and clear. And again, the homie's checking out his own mom. His mom. Guys, what do you think about this? This is crazy. Okay, guys, take a look on screen right now. Take a look on screen right now. This is from the same episode, by the way. The animators knew what they were doing. Moving on to Mulan, the original. Now, if you don't remember, Mulan was a woman who snuck into an army full of men to defend her father and honor of the family. Very amazing movie. However, there was a scene where she had to get undressed and she wanted to, get clean and enjoy herself. However, some guys come along and everyone's naked pretty much. The reason I included this scene is because it's so well animated and very well shot and choreographed. It's not over the top. I actually think the camera angles do a lot of justice, hiding the junk, for lack of a better term, of everyone. Everyone's junk is hidden, and it's actually very peaceful, a very peaceful scene. Okay, so it's obvious that the animators did this movie with class, and we can respect that. They knew what they were doing. Let's move on. Now, this is gonna shock a lot of people because VeggieTales is a show, or a movie, or a series, depending on where you're coming from, They do not touch dirty jokes or adult humor, but you'd be very, very wrong, brother and sister. Take a look at this. Can someone explain to me what she's doing here? I'm sorry, but when I saw this for the first time, I was very, very on the edge. A part of me wants to think that the animators did not know what they were doing. They were just animating the story. Because in the story, this character does have a, quote, itch. But why is it so... I can't put my finger on it. There's something about this scene that's just... I don't know if it's all intentional or not. Take a look. All the angles, the sound effects, the characters being embarrassed, even seeing the other characters looking like, whoa, what is she doing in public? It makes you question some things. I have no idea if the animators did this on purpose or if it's just a story. Guys, let's move on to a Disney classic, The Hunchback. Now, I don't know why a lot of people have problems with Esmeralda. They always used to say back in the day, oh, they drew her too explicit, and I couldn't disagree more. I actually think that it makes sense to the plot. Guys, I think that people are over-exaggerating. I don't even think that this is a bad thing. I think the animators did their jobs. I think the writers, the storyboard artists, everyone did their jobs perfectly. There's a reason why Esmeralda was animated this way. Also, has anyone noticed how fit Esmeralda is? Take a look at this. The animators did a beautiful job here. My goodness, she works out. Flat stomach, you can see the musculature. That's not a word, but you know, I made it up. And for the last time, this scene was not to shock the viewer when they were watching this movie all those years ago. When are we gonna get this animation again? When are we gonna get 2D animation again? Never. We can beg Disney all day to go back or at least give us a 2D animated movie once in a while. I think that would be a good compromise, but they're like, no, we enjoy our flops. Anyways, I am convinced that animators do a lot for the viewer that people just don't notice or they don't want to notice because they would have to admit some things. Yes, animators can draw characters in a very peculiar way. Now, if animators only did this alone, there would be a problem because people would definitely complain because your story has to be there as well with what we're seeing on screen. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This is a very spicy video. I really actually want to see some comments down below. What entry on this list shocked you the most? What about that Aunt Cass scene? That thing was so blatant. There's no way that was just a coincidence. Oh, she broke her ankle. Oh, please. Oh, she broke her ankle, so she had to have her feet just displayed wide on the big screen. Come on, bruh. I know what you're doing, Disney.